Hello, my friends. Okay, so this is a planetary weather report for July 12th through 18th, but really focused on July 12, 13, 14 maybe, because there's something happening in the sky that's like dominating that this time. First of all, sorry for the light. There's like a huge storm moving in. I just lost the light. And you guys are my last, the crab risings, the Cancer risings, or sun. But I suggest people watch for their rising. But you can do it however you want. So I'm sorry for the fans and the storm and the light, but this is life. Okay, so we're going to do this. What is happening that's in the sky right now? It's a Venus-Mars conjunction. So that means that you have two different planets joining together. So that means Mars is the god of war, strife, separation, possibly, action, how you get up and go, how you take care of things, how you go after what you want. And oh man, here's the thunder. And then Venus is the goddess of love, beauty, pleasure, your value system, and possibly money. So when we're looking at those two coming together, this is a nice time of like opposites blending, male, female coming together. The synthesis of will and desire, the synthesis of masculine and feminine, or the healing of opposites, the compromise, reconciliation, possibly forgiveness, the action to get or attain the desires of Venus. It's also in Leo, so that's fun, that's outward, that's very prideful, and that's very playful, and very much to do with your individuality and how you shine and how you take part in being your biggest self. I would say also taking the higher road or being a bigger person with something, because Mars and Venus are coming together to be like, let's work this out and figure this out, being the bigger person. Because we have had problems with this area of the Leo stuff, has been creating problems recently for Cancer, crab risings. It's been in your second house of money, of finance, of your assets, things you own or earned. And it's been really kicked up since late June, early July, with Mars going through there and creating acrimony and disputes, possibly, especially to do with other people's money, the 8th house of wills, inheritances, spouses' money, possibly other debts owed to you or people owing you debts, both financial and otherwise. And then the 11th house of friends, groups, and alliances, who you associate with. Like, you can look at those people and say, oh yeah, I'm part of them. That's the 11th house. So those areas have been kicked up recently, and slightly healed by Venus going through and saying, let's heal everything, like last week, but she could only do so much. But now Venus and Mars coming together, it's like them saying, we're going to join our forces, and very totally different forces are coming together now to help compromise, reconcile, heal that wound that Mars really left in that place that I just mentioned, all those places. And this is a good thing, and it's also a fun thing. So I would hope that you would see some kind of movement or goodness, especially in your second house of finances, of your earned income. I would also take it a step further and say, I feel that Mars and Venus coming together right now is a turning point, like a key in the turning the narrative where it is going from here to there, because I feel like everyone is in a place of, on a bridge, we're going from the old life to the new life, from one place to the next place. But we don't know what level, one level to the next. But I feel that this turning point right now is really showing us, here's a key to maybe not figure out the whole thing, but we're starting to understand how to turn the key to that new life. Because this Mars-Venus point is also being exactly, almost to the minute, sextiled by the last eclipse that we had in Gemini on June 10th. And I would say, and that was in your 12th house of psyche, of like deep hidden things that you kind of warehouse away and you don't go towards. That good, new moon, solar eclipse happened there, and it's kind of, because it's so close to this point, I feel like it's kind of sprinkling a little insight in there, where it's like showing me they're touching in some way, they're touching and communicating in some way, the eclipse point and the Mars-Venus point. And that makes me think that anything that happened around June 10th, 11th, 9, 10, 11th might be filtering in right now to give you another piece of that puzzle to sharpen or polish the key that you have with whatever stuff is happening now. And I would go further and say things that are going to be happening exactly on this Venus-Mars point. August 9, 10, and 11, when the sun comes through that point, that will further sharpen and strengthen that turning power of that key to give you a little bit more information of how I'm going to do this. Sorry, the light is really, it's like almost dark outside. I have to hurry up here. So what you're getting with this is probably insight into how to create how to get to the new world, or even what the new world looks like, because we're still on the bridge. And I would say that, taking us from that one level to the next really involves closing out the eclipses that we have just gone through with the Gemini Sagittarius stuff. And we're going to be starting up new eclipses starting late November in Taurus and Scorpio. So for you, that means the 11th house, the Taurus house of friends, groups, alliances. That's going to be back spotlighted. And then the 5th house of what you do for fun, recreation, romance, creativity, and possibly children. Those will be up and really lit up with the Saturn-Uranus square that has been happening with the friends, groups, and people that you belong to, and that 8th house of other people's money. That will all continue to be on the menu next year. And I feel that once these eclipses start happening, late November, we're going to have a whole sea change happen where the new world or the new level for a lot of people is starting to take shape then. And I feel like we're getting a little bit of a little golden key right now to sort of turn it a little bit more and see, okay, I kind of see where this might be going. So that is Crab Cancer rising. I feel like that is all I needed to say. And I am totally losing I'm like sitting in the dark. So we're going to end it there, and I'm going to be back with more next week. Thank you.